Women's safety, as you know, we are hearing a lot of rape cases happening day in and day out, and these rapists are more emboldened after what happened to the Bilkis Bano case, where rapists been garlanded, they've been given remission and they were garlanded, where they were gang rapists, they are gang rapists, they murdered a child and they raped a woman who was 6 months pregnant, and also her mother and sister and various other people were killed. So these are the political overreach which we see right now, and how our federal structure is breaking down. Why is Prime Minister Narendra Modi quiet? Why is he mourn? He has not said a single word on this particular case. Now she lives in fear because these rapists, if somebody has raped and if they are a criminal, when they come out, they have felt that they did a crime was wrong, they would not take sweets and be garlanded. They would be upset and say, so I'm sorry to Bilkis Bano what I did. But this is not their look. They were smiling, they were taking sweets and they were getting garland. More than 3,000 kgs of drugs are coming in Mundra port. We fail to understand why there is no investigation on that by ED. There is only ED and CBI works against the opposition, but the minute they join the Bharatiya Janata Party, it stops. Vanakkam ellarum. Sugamano.
He is from Kerala.
So I'm going to start the press conference in English and then he will say everything in Tamil. So as you all know, the Bharat Jodo Yatra is going to start on the 7th. It is, just close the door, please, that door. It is the one of its kind yatra because the yatra starts from Kanyakumari to Jammu and Kashmir. Never before in India there has been a yatra, a pad yatra. Very important, it's a pad yatra which is starting from Kanyakumari to Jammu and Kashmir. We know that former Prime Minister Chandrasekhar has done a yatra, but that was from Kanyakumari to Delhi. But this is from Kanyakumari to Jammu and Kashmir, that means covering the whole of India. So this is the most important thing. The kilometers covered in this yatra will be 3,500 kilometers. It will be done in a period of 150 days, which is around 4 months. And this yatra, Mr. Rahul Gandhi will be walking around 25 kilometers per day. He will start it in the morning around 7 o'clock and he will finish it by around 10. And then there will be a break. There will be a public sort of gathering between 2 and 3:30 where he will meet all the people out there, whoever is there to meet, talk to them, everything. And then after that, there will be, again he will walk from 3:30 to 7. From 7 onwards, again he will meet people. So this is how the yatra will be starting. And as you know, this yatra starts from Kanyakumari. The first point of the yatra is the Tiruvallur statue, from where it will start on the 7th. Then it goes to the Vivekananda rock and finally to Gandhi Mandapam. Over there, the flag off will happen. Mr. Rahul Gandhi will walk around 600 meters and then there will be a public meeting that particular day. So this is how it starts. And the 8th morning is when he starts his walk, which is what it is. Now let's understand this is the brief, this thing, and let us understand that there are 3 types of yatris in it. One who come from the national level, who are coming from there, who are going to be there throughout the yatra with Rahul Gandhi ji from Kanyakumari to Jammu and Kashmir. 100 people will be there throughout and they will travel with Rahul Gandhi ji. The other is the Atiti Yatri, that will be also around 100 or so. These Atiti Yatris are from the states which will not be covered because this yatra covers 12 states and 2 union territories. So these states which the yatra is going to be covered are, it starts from Tamil Nadu, it goes to Kerala, from Kerala to Karnataka, Karnataka to Andhra Pradesh, from Andhra Pradesh to Telangana, Telangana to Maharashtra, Maharashtra to Madhya Pradesh, from Madhya Pradesh to Rajasthan, Rajasthan to UP, From UP it goes to Delhi. From Delhi it goes to Haryana, Punjab and Jammu and Kashmir. So there are many states which cannot be covered because of the linear. It goes in a straight manner due to logistics. You know, there is security reasons, various other reasons for that. So it goes. So those are the, which I said is, first is the yatris who are going to be with Rahul ji throughout for the 150 days. The second category is the Aditi yatris, like from West Bengal, Assam, Gujarat, the states which we are not covering. And the third category is the Pradesh yatris, who are from the state which he will be traveling. For example, Tamil Nadu, you will have the yatris from Tamil Nadu. When he reaches Kerala, the Pradesh yatris will be from Kerala. Karnataka will be Karnataka, and so on it will go on. Now, what is the importance of this Padyatra? What is Bharat Jodo? Means unite India, join India. We are going through a terrible time in India. Now, this Bharat Jodo Yatra stands on 3 pillars. And what is 3 pillars? The 3 pillars of this yatra are the economic distress and economic disparity, which we have seen right now. So disparity is the rich, who are few, are getting very rich. Now you know Mr. Gautam Adani is the 3rd richest man in the world. And the poor are getting very poor. As we all know that recently 23 crore people have gone into poverty. So the poor are getting more poor. And we have seen that there is the unemployment crisis. There is price rise. As you all know, the gas prices have shot up, the food prices have shot up, GST on various products. And as you see, according to the CMI report yesterday, the unemployment rate is now 8.3%. Unemployment, and urban unemployment is 9% and rural is 7.7%. So there is a huge unemployment in this country. How do we tackle this? So as we see that there is this economic distress happening. The second pillar is social polarization. As you've seen over here, people are divided according to various means. They are divided based on their religion, they are divided based on caste, they are divided based on their food, they are divided based on the way they dress. Every time what you see is hatred politics. As you see now, Karnataka elections are coming up. Most important is what we see is based on divide. And every other day we see a religious issue coming up in Karnataka. There will be somebody throwing stones on the other. They will be telling that, you know, I saw meat somewhere. So various religious issues are taken up. So Indians are pitted against Indians. So we remember the East India Company, which divided Indians based on, they divided Indians basically. That's what happened. And this is what the present fascist government is trying to do, divide Indians based on various methods. So we need to fight that. And that is, we need to get our pluralistic society back, which is India. What is the most important thing about India is its diversity. Now, when you ask a foreigner, why do you come to India? Do they come to see the mountains in India? Do they come to see the seas in India? Because these mountains and seas are there in Europe. These mountains and seas are there in America and various parts of the world, in Africa, everywhere. You have deserts also in those places. In India, we have mountains, seas, deserts. But they come to India to see the diversity. There is no other country in the world with a diverse population, with different religions, different castes, different languages, all staying together under one roof. When we got democracy in 1947, many people said this is not going to last. And most South Asian countries have become autocratic after that. If you see how Pakistan is going, recently Sri Lanka. But democracy in India has continued. But from 2014 onwards, this democracy is in peril. Our constitution, so that is what I'm coming to tell you. The third pillar which we are going is about political overreach. In this we can see that our constitution is in peril at this point of time. There is indiscriminate use of CBI, ED, all of them to subvert democracy in many states. As we see from 2014 onwards, many state governments have been toppled, from Manipur, Goa, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, and recently Maharashtra. And we do have MLAs complaining that money has been given to them. money has been transferred to them. Like we, so here there is definitely the constitution being attacked day in and day out. And this is the other thing, federal structure is at stake right now. Funds not given to states who does not listen to Mr. Modi. Funds are cut down. States have to beg for funds. Police from one state not listening to police of another state. If there is an FIR for somebody in one state, recently we've seen Jharkhand MLAs have filed an FIR regarding a businessman who says that he's going to give money. When this particular West Bengal police, CID, came to Delhi to do a search on him, the Delhi police did not allow. What we saw in Assam, between Assam and Mizoram police shot and killed 5 Assam police. Have you heard of this before in our country? Based on border issues. So police attacking police. Our own brothers and sisters killed because of they see them eating meat, or because of they are belonging to different religions. Women's safety, as you know, we are hearing a lot of rape cases happening day in and day out, and these rapers are more emboldened after what happened to the Bilkis Bano case, where rapists been garlanded, they've been given remission and they were garlanded in front of everybody, garlanded, given sweets, where they were gang rapists, they are gang rapists, they murdered a child and they raped a woman who was 6 months pregnant, and also her mother and sister, and various other people were killed. So these are the political overreach which we see right now, and how our federal structure is breaking down. On top of that, this yatra, which is covering the 3,500 kilometers, is about not Man Ki Baat. Remember that. This is Janta Ki Baat. What Janta wants to tell the Rahul ji. So Rahul Gandhi ji will be going through every state, listening to each and every one, listening to fishermen, listening to women, listening to Dalits, listening to Brahmins, listening to businessmen. The MSME and SME structure completely broken down. Tamil Nadu, as you know, had a lot of MSME industries which have been completely lying low. They have gone through exceptional loss and they've been closed down. So each one, he is going to be listening to each one of them, and based on that he will be understanding the people. So let me be very clear, this is not Man Ki Baat, this is Janta Ki Baat. We are going to, Rahul ji is going to listen to each one, give out his hand, hold it and say this is the peace. And we have invited every political party, every the civil society also, and whoever, they are also involved in this, and whoever wants to participate, whoever wants to walk along with Rahul Gandhi ji for this walk are more than welcome when he is walking to join this walk of getting back our India. Bharat Jodo Yatra, they're ready to do it, they will be doing it, and we and the message will be always over there is peace, and we have to stop this indiscriminate, the breakdown of our constitution, and that is the message we are going to give, and as many people as they want, they can join. Thank you very much.
In this rally, Congress members are participating in the rally, or only particularly for 100 or 200 persons only continuously walking with Rahul?
So in the rally, as I said, 100 people are walking throughout with Rahul Gandhi ji. All right. And then another set of 100 will come from the Atiti Yatris, the states which Rahul Gandhi ji will not be going, because as we know, Mr. Rahul Gandhi is going through 12 states and 2 union territories. So there are many states which they are not. So they will be around 100, and then the Pradesh will be also around 100, 150 will be there. Then whoever wants to join, they are more than welcome to join. Anybody can join this yatra.
Not any meeting point or junction point. Everyone willing to come, they are also participating in the rally.
They can join the rally. They can join, yes.
Already you said that in this rally or 24 hours, they live whatever Rahul do in this rally. So where he stay and what about his plan in every day?
So this yatra will be having a live feed for everybody to watch, and in this live you can see whatever you want in the live feed will be there. Plus, of course, there will be you can talk to him once, that will be done, the arrangements where he will definitely speak to the local people and sometimes to the media also. There will be some sort of interaction somewhere.
Rahul stay in the container or something?
Yes, he will be staying there.
So, where will he stay and what is the plan?
Yeah, he will be staying as it will be moving. There are these moving vehicle only he is staying, not in any hotels or anything.
Ma'am, whenever people is coming to different states, meeting the representatives of government and
Sorry, I'm not able to.
whenever you visit this state or particular region, he visits, he meets people representing. But what is the outcome? What is the outcome? What is going to be the outcome of this rally, national rally? He is taking up a lot of campaigns, but political critics are saying we are not seeing any positive outcome from this kind of Congress rallies carried out by Rahul Gandhi or any other Congress leaders.
I don't know what you mean by there is no political outcome. This is the first Padyatra carried out by Rahul Gandhi ji. And as I told you very clearly, there has never been a Padyatra which is going from Jammu and Kanyakumari to Jammu and Kashmir. So definitely there will be, you see, I said it's not Man Ki Baat. He is not going to give, that's why it is a peace yatra. And let me make it very clear, this is not a political yatra. There is nothing politics about it. This is to listen to people. See, people are going through the people are going through a very difficult period in their life right now. Like I said, the three pillars, the social disharmony, the political overreach. Every time there is ED and CBI on political opposition leaders, but not on their party. And of course, the other aspect of it is the economic. The economy is really in the soup right now. And how do you get people out of it? So we need to listen to people. Here media is blocked. Everything is blocked. Only certain people's voices are heard. So that is why definitely this will have, he's talking to people. He's going to listen to them, their problems, and this is going to be recorded, and then decisions will be taken according to it.
Madam, did you conduct any physical fitness test for participants?
Yes, physical fitness.
Any criteria?
No, the physical fitness was taken for the participants in the
Permanent.
3,500 kilometers. For them, the physical fitness is taken because they are the ones who are going. Pradesh Yatris are doing it depending upon each state. For Tamil Nadu, it's 3. For Kerala, it's around 18 days. So they stop at night. And as I said, the walking is between 7 to 10 and 3:30 to 7. So there is definitely a period of rest and everything.
Any age criteria?
No, age criteria is not given. No age criteria.
Sound road.
Yeah.
But in the accused in the case was case, there is no outcry amidst or not national-wide protest from being a opposition party as a national level. We didn't see that much of.
Of course. Now I'm going to correct you on that. There was huge national-wide. Mr. Pawan Khera had taken it up. Huge. We spoke against it. Then in Gujarat also we protested because that is the state. So what happens? Why is Prime Minister Narendra Modi quiet? Why is he mourn? He has not said a single word on this particular case. As we know, when Bilkis Bano the remission was given, the state cannot take this decision because it's a case investigated by CBI. The state, when CBI investigates a case, the decision of remission cannot be taken by the state alone. It is in discussion with the central government. So we want to know if Mr. Modi has agreed to it or not. And why is he not talking a single word? At least he can come out and say what his call is. Because for a democracy and for us, for the outside world to see that a woman who has been brutally raped, it's a heinous crime what happened to Bilkis Bano. She took a long time to get justice. Now she lives in fear because these rapists, if somebody has raped and if they are a criminal, when they come out, they have felt that they did a crime was wrong, they would not take sweets and be garlanded. That is not called remission. They would be upset and say, I'm sorry to Bilkis Bano what I did. But this is not their look. They were smiling, they were taking sweets and they were getting garlanded. That is wrong.
Expenditure on which for 150 days
Well, that is being discussed right now. We have a certain, because things are still going on. No, we are not finished. The things are still on this thing. The expenditure has not been put out as of now.
Especially you have three concepts for this rally. So you will also focus on statewide units taking out the rally. You will also focus on the statewide specific issues that you who are participating, they will go discuss.
Yes, definitely. That's why he is going. Suppose if he didn't want statewide, he would sit in Delhi, Rahulji. He is going to every state which comes in this Bharat Jodo to find out what their problems are. And also, as I said, there are the Atithi Yatris. So when he is resting or when he is there, he will talk to Atithi Yatris who comes from different states to ask what are the problems in that particular state. That's why the Atithi Yatris are invited to know their issues in that particular state. So everybody comes in, so each one knows. And also during this yatra, there will be in different states also yatras being carried out, which cannot, those states also be going to carry out yatras. So each one comes, so he comes to know the problems of different states.
So this outcome of this will also reflect in Congress 2094 election manifesto. The key points taken out from this yatra will reflect in Congress.
We will definitely look into that because the manifesto work has not yet started, so I cannot comment on something. But definitely we'll get a good feedback from this yatra, and I certainly feel whatever feedback we've got, we must put it into the manifesto and see how we can help the people of India. What are they going through, the situation.
How many huts selected for Rahul?
How many?
How many huts selected?
Huts, meaning?
That means the container.
Well,
Means,
Stay.
Night
Stay.
night tangara is in a container, no?
Container. ಅವರು ಹೋರ ವழிಯಲ್ಲಿ
The
ಕಂಟೈನರ್
container will move. It's a moving container.
Talking about which means you will stay in the containers.
He'll be in that. Yeah. He has to move, no? Otherwise, how do you have,
எவ்வளோ வேணும் நான் பேசுகிறேன்.
And also, it is not a Volvo bus yatra, it's a pad yatra. That you should remember.
இப்போ
What about Shama? What is your observation? Because 2 days back, Education Minister Mohamed said that Union government should be blamed for the inflow of huge amount of drugs into India. And he also
Union government has to be blamed.
should be blamed for inflow of drugs into India. And he also mentioned Gujarat.
Yes, definitely. I mean, you're getting more than 3,000 kgs of drugs are coming in Mundra port. We fail to understand why there is no investigation on that by ED or any of the organizations. Why? For example, there is an FIR against Hemanta Biswa Sarma regarding the MLAs in Jharkhand saying that they have got money from him. They've been asked, they've been given money, offered money, and there's an FIR. Why there is no investigation into Hemanta Biswa Sarma? That's the question we need to ask. So always the ED comes on opposition but not onto them. That is the problem we are facing right now.
You will also highlight this raw focusing only on opposition states and giving due attention to that.
So if you look at how the ED functions, now you have certain leaders, like I can name Hemanta Biswa Sarma, Narayan Rane, Pratik Sarnaik, from Shiv Sena he is. When there were investigations, Suvindu Adhikari, 2017, CBI investigating him, alright. 2020 he joins the party. What has happened to that investigation? Why is he quiet? Why are they quiet on this? So that is what we see. That there is only ED and CBI works against the opposition, but the minute they join the Bharatiya Janata Party, it stops.
பாதயாத்திரா 7ஆம் தேதி தொடங்கிறது. காந்தி மண்டபம் காமராஜ் மண்டபத்துக்கு அருகில் தொடங்கி ஒரு 600 மீட்டர் நடக்கிறார். முதலமைச்சர் M.K. ஸ்டாலின் தேசிய கொடியை தலைவர் ராகுல் காந்தி கிட்ட கொடுக்குறார். கொடுத்த பிறகு அவர் 600 மீட்டர் நடந்து அங்கே பப்ளிக் மீட்டிங், அந்த இடத்துல காந்தி மண்டபத்துக்கு அருகில் பப்ளிக் மீட்டிங் முடிஞ்சு அடுத்த நாள் காலையில் 7 மணிக்கு பாதயாத்திரையில் ஃபஸ்ட்டு அவர் போகிறாரு. அடுத்து 100 பேர் தேசிய அளவில் தேர்வு செய்யப்பட்டவர்கள். அவங்க 3570 கிலோமீட்டரும் போகிறாங்க. அதுக்கப்புறம் ஒரு 100 பேர் தமிழ்நாட்டில் நாங்கள் தேர்வு பண்ணியிருக்கோம். அந்த 100 பேர் போகிறாங்க. அதுக்கப்புறம் அதர் ஸ்டேட்ஸ், இந்த பாத யாத்திரையில் வராத அதர் ஸ்டேட்ஸ் அவங்க ஒரு 100 பேர், இந்த 300 பேர் தொடர்ந்து போகிறாங்க. எங்கள் 100 பேர் கேரளா எங்கள் கன்னியாகுமரி வரைக்கும் போவாங்க. மற்ற ஸ்டேட் அந்த கேரளா போனது அது பேட்டர்ன் மாறிடும். அப்புறம் அதுக்கு பின்னால் 3000 பேர் தமிழ்நாட்டு காங்கிரஸ் கட்சியிலேருந்து தேர்வு செய்யப்பட்டவர்கள் விருப்பம் உள்ளவங்க 3000 பேர் நடக்குது. அந்த 4 நாளும் நடக்கிறாங்க, 3 நாளும் தொடர்ந்து 3000 பர்சன்ஸ் அவங்க வந்து யூனிஃபார்மோடு நடக்கிறாங்க. வித் பனியன், ஒயிட் பனியன் போட்டு தேர்வு செய்யப்பட்டவர்கள் மாவட்டத்திலிருந்து விண்ணப்பித்தவர்களை நாங்கள் தேர்வு பண்ணியிருக்கோம். ஆக இது 4 நாளும் நிச்சயமாக மிகப்பெரிய மாற்றத்தை ஏற்படுத்தும். இவங்க ஷமா மொஹமத் சொன்ன மாதிரி இது வந்து கடுமையான முயற்சி. அதாவது இது வரைக்கும் சந்திரசேகர் பாத யாத்திரையை பற்றி சொன்னாங்க. அவர் 1 மாதம் நடப்பார், மறுபடியும் ஒரு மாதம் வரமாட்டார், மறுபடியும் 1 மாதம் கழிச்சு ஆரம்பிப்பார். இது அப்படி இல்லை, தொடர்ந்து இந்த பயணத்தை மேற்கொள்கிறார். இதன் மூலம் 12 மாநிலங்களில் போகிறது. இது வந்து மக்களோட கேப்பில் தொடர்ந்து தான் போகிறாரு. மக்களோட நெருங்கி பழகுவதற்கு, பேசுவதற்கு, உரையாடுவதற்கு தான் இந்த பாதை. ஒரு இன்ட்ராக்ஷன் வித் த பீப்புள், டைரக்ட் இன்ட்ராக்ஷன். அப்புறம் தூய்மை பணியாளர்கள் 100 நாள் வேலை திட்டம், அவங்கள சைட் லைனில் ஒரு கூட்டம் ஏற்பாடு பண்ணுவாங்க. அந்த கூட்டத்தில் கலந்துக்குவார், அவங்க பிரச்சனையை பேசுவார். இப்படி ஒவ்வொரு இஷ்யூ ஓரியன்டாகவும் தேர் ஆர் மீட்டிங்ஸ் அரேஞ்ச் சைட் லைன் டு தி பாத யாத்திரா. அதனால் இது வந்து மக்கள் பிரச்சனைகளை நேரடியாக அறிந்து கொள்கிற ஒரு முயற்சி. அது மூலம் ஒவ்வொரு ஸ்டேட்டாக அவர் போயிட்டுருக்காரு. இது ஒரு இந்த 150 நாட்களுக்கு பிறகு இந்தியா முழுமையும் அவர் வந்து இந்த கண்டுணர்ந்த இந்தியான்னு ஜவஹர்லால் நேரு எழுதின மாதிரி அது ஒரு டிஸ்கவரி ஆஃப் இந்தியா தான் இது. அது வந்து இந்த மோடி ஆட்சியில் மக்கள் படுகிற துன்பங்கள் 3 பில்லர் சொன்னாங்க. ஒன்று வந்து எக்கனாமிக் இஷ்யூஸ், 2வது சமூக சோஷியல் இஷ்யூஸ், 3வது வந்து இன்றைக்கு வந்து இருக்கிற வெறுப்பு அரசியல். இந்த அரசியலில் பார்த்திங்கன்னா வெறுப்பு அரசியல், மக்களை மத ரீதியாக பிளவுபடுத்துகிற இந்த அரசியல், இதில் மக்களை ஒற்றுமைப்படுத்துகிற இது யூனிட்டி யாத்திரா தான். யுனைட்டிங் இந்தியா, இந்தியாவை ஒற்றுமைப்படுத்துகிற முயற்சி. ஒரு பக்கம் மக்களை பிளவுபடுத்துகிற அரசியலுக்கு எதிராக இந்திய மக்களை ஒன்றுபடுத்துகிற முயற்சியில் ராகுல் காந்தி எப்பயுமே, காந்தியிலிருந்து நேருலேருந்து எல்லாருமே நாங்கள் யூனிட்டி அண்ட் டைவர்சிட்டி தான். மக்களை பிளவுபடுத்துகிற அரசியலை காங்கிரஸ் கட்சி என்றைக்குமே செய்ததில்லை. ஏன்னா இந்த நாட்டில் விடுதலை வாங்கி தந்தது அரசமைப்பு சட்டம். இன்றைக்கி அரசமைப்பு சட்டத்துக்கு பெரிய ஆபத்து இருக்குன்னு சொன்னாங்க. கான்ஸ்டிடியூஷனல் மிஸ்டரி எல்லாமே கொலாப்ஸ். இடி, சிபிஐ, ஐடி எல்லாத்தையும் எதிர்கட்சிகளை, ஊடகங்களை வந்து முடக்குவதற்கும் அவர்களை வந்து செயல்படாமல் தடுப்பதற்கும் முயற்சி நடக்குது. அதனால் இது ஒரு ஏக்நாத் ஷிண்டே மிரட்டப்படுகிறார், கட்சி உடையுது. அது மாதிரி கட்சியை உடைக்கிறாங்க, தேர்ந்தெடுக்கப்பட்ட ஆட்சியை சீர்குலைக்கிறாங்க. ஆக அரசு எந்திரம் தவறாக பயன்படுத்துது. இது எல்லாத்தையும் மக்கள் கவனத்துக்கு கொண்டு வருகிற முயற்சி உங்கள் ஊடகத்தினுடைய ஆதரவோடு இது சிறப்பாக செயல்படுது.